We've gathered at the Theatre today as SYU and also civil society organizations, and we're here today in particular because today in Parliament there is a discussion on Express Pearl. We know it's been 2 years since Express Pearl came to our shores, and it's created, and the destruction it's created is still continuous. It hasn't changed. We know that it's changed the lives of the people who also the fishing community, those along the coastal lines, and it's forever changed our environment. It's forever changed our maritime environment. And I think this destruction is something that we have to understand is going to live with us for many more decades, generations to come. And this is in particular why this destruction, it is so important that we understand this destruction. It is so important that we also hold those who made this happen accountable. This was by no means an accident. The fact that this vessel came to our shores was by no means an accident. And the fact that there was very little transparency about how that happened, even at that point in time, 2 years on now, as we look forward to make sure that this is now resolved in some way, that there is some damages that are met with, certainly because Sri Lanka, we know that this crisis is something that has to be taken seriously, and there has to be accountability, and part of that accountability is of course receiving compensation for it. And we know that the conversation on compensation is now perhaps going to be moved to Singapore, because there is the Parliament is deciding where these cases will be filed, and at the moment they are saying it will be filed in Singapore because according to the Parliament there are not enough there isn't sufficient maritime laws here, which is, we also understand, not entirely true. And also we understand that there have been the corruption, which is really the reason why this vessel came to our shores to begin with, continues. Corruption has not ended, the corruption continues. The corruption, we know, has not only with the vessel coming into our shores, but has continued beyond that. Even at this point in time when we are seeking damages and compensation, we know that there is very little, we have a very small window of opportunity to have this compensation given to Sri Lanka. It's over 6.2 billion rupees, and we understand that dollars rather, and we understand that this is not something that we are yet to receive. So this is a massive problem for us, and we know that this is something in particular because it is being discussed today in Parliament. We understand that with everything in Sri Lanka, accountability and transparency is something that gets lost, especially with this government. They have not been forthright with what has happened, and we are here as the SYU, as civil society organizations, as people who care for our country and care for the environment, to say that this must stop, that there must be accountability, and that those who are watching this also need to take this seriously enough to hold the government accountable. Thank you.